Good morning, beautiful people. And yes, as you can see, I removed the black dye henna from my hair. I guess it's just my one step closer to cutting it all back off and bleaching it blonde. We're gonna see how I feel about this for a little while, at least until after it grows out some more, so that whenever I bleach it, it'll be all natural and it won't be any relaxer left. That's one thing about me being so quick to chop off my hair, is that unlike some people who be kind of antsy about cutting their hair, and they gradually cut the perm out as it grows, someone like me who will chop all her hair off down to the scalp, it's no big deal. Give it a month or 2 months, get the clipping. That's just me. So I like this Audi. This Audi SUV is cute. Look, wait a minute, hold on. Let me see if I can show it real quick. It ain't gonna let me show it. Hold on. Oh, I think I got my thing probably too tight, and it's not gonna let me. Do y'all see it? Y'all, I like that. That is cute. Yes. Okay, so I'm gonna flip this back around. So now I got a couple of things that I need to do today. I need to take my daughter, she has some packages that she had me to pick up whenever she and her boyfriend took her to Barcelona and Ibiza. That was it, is Ibiza. Her boyfriend took her to Barcelona and Ibiza for her 30th birthday. So she had me to go to the house to pick up some packages. And so I've been holding them here and didn't take them with me whenever I went to the family reunion. So I'm going to take them up to her. She's back at work today. She said she got some clients today. So I'll run that by her job. But first and foremost, I am, so y'all can see my hair. I can see the color. I actually like the color. I know some of you guys are going to come on here and you're going to be like, I prefer whenever you wear it blonde. I like the blonde. Blonde is my favorite. It's the favorite for everybody because I've been chopping my hair off and wearing it blonde since like 96. And then some people are like, I like whenever it's black. I prefer the black. I know it, y'all. Everybody prefers something different, but I'm just gonna rock this little red. I was surprised that it came out. Let me jump back over here, then I'll come back to this hair. So anyway, I gotta take her packages. But before I do that, I gotta head out here to the Georgia Department of Labor because I've been trying to certify and also submit my job search information, and I keep getting this error message. I've cleared my cache, I've done everything, and I just cannot log on. So what pisses me off so badly nowadays, with everything being automated and online and all of that, I feel for our elderly people and people who are not computer inclined, because they're just at a major disadvantage. And it's just so unfair that, you know, the world has progressed so rapidly and they forget that some things, you know, it needs to be a while. It needs to be years before you just completely transition over to stuff, because you still have quite a few people. This was a big argument, it was something major for my mom, because she, honey, if it was left to my mom, she would still be writing checks. I had to force her to get on automatic draft and all of that great stuff. Cute little story about my mom. So my mother was someone who had perfect credit, damn near perfect. My mother was the type of person that if the bill came on Monday, the check was in the mail on Tuesday. That's one of the things that I so admire about her. One of the things that I so admire about my sister, and something I I'm sorry, I'm trying to get this face tracking so it can track me properly. One of the things I admire about, my daughter, they are very, 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 very meticulous whenever it comes to, paying their bills and everything. Me, I've gotten there over the last couple of years, but before I was the worst. When I say the worst, I was the absolute worst whenever it came to finances. One thing I will say, and I don't blame my mom, but I will say that even though my mother and I had a very tumultuous relationship, there are certain areas that my parents spoiled me in. My sister went into service whenever she was 16. And so when it came to paying bills and stuff like that, she learned early about paying bills. She started working when she was 15. By the time she was 16, she was going in the army. Me, I got everything I wanted for the most part. And so even whenever, my mom bought me my car after my dad died, she paid cash for it because, she paid cash for it. Brand new car. 1990 Sunbird. Brand new. Darn, I should have went 85. Yeah, I should have went 85. No, I really should have went. Anyway. So, brand new car. She paid the insurance, everything. And then I kept on getting tickets. And that's when she put me off of my insurance. She put me off of her insurance and made me get my own insurance. But me being the party girl that I was, I ain't had time to be paying no damn bills. They was giving me credit cards left and right. Baby, I was getting cards on top of cards on top of cards and buying stuff and just was not paying the bill. Ran up on my credit. Got locked up for driving with suspended license. Why? Because I wasn't paying my car insurance. I got the car insurance, but I just pay it whenever I want it. Sometimes don't pay it at all. License got suspended. Leaving my boyfriend's house about 2 o'clock in the morning over in Clarkston. Had a busted tail light. Had one of my headlights out. Got pulled over. And ran my license and my tag, and my license suspended. Clink, clink. DeKalb County, here I come. That wasn't the first time that I got locked up with driving with suspended license. I got locked up 2 more times driving with suspended license. Yes. Why? Because I was so irresponsible and I was not paying my car insurance. Wouldn't pay my car insurance, license got suspended. Now, one time it wasn't because I had paid my car insurance. One time was because I had this boyfriend that lived in DC, and caught myself driving up to DC to see him, and I'm trying to figure out how I'm trying to get to this Georgia Department of Labor. Caught myself driving up to DC to see him. He told me it was only 6 hours from Atlanta. Child, I was 21 years old. He told me it was 6 hours. I was from Atlanta. I done lied to my mama. Told my mama that one of my girlfriends had to work. She needed somebody to babysit her kids while she was at work. And so I was going to be spending the night over her house babysitting her children. Honey, my butt hopped on the road, he told me 6 hours. He live in DC. Back then, we talking about when you had to page somebody. It wasn't no cell phone. You had to go to the cell phone. You had to go to the what you call payphone. I got in downtown DC, middle of rush hour lunch traffic. Called him. He ain't even answering the phone. Come to find out, he was at his probation office. He finally called me back, told me to go back across the bridge. This whenever I learned about the tri-state area. Told me to go back across the bridge. Went back across the bridge, and I should have went that way so I could go to Riverdale Road. Went back across the bridge, and he came and met me. Kind of find out he lived in Laurel, Maryland. Child, I was 21. I was so green. I didn't know what the hell was going on. But anyway, on my way there, I'm speeding. I got one ticket. I got a ticket in Warren, Gastonia, and Raleigh. I got one going. Or did I get two going? No, I got one going. And child, when I get the one that I got going, wherever it was, I was 1 mile away from the Virginia state line. You talking about somebody that was pissed because he came down this side and I was speeding, and so he came across and pulled me over. If I would have just kept going, I would have crossed the state line. Didn't know where I was going. Crossed the state line, he couldn't have got me. Anyway, so got that ticket. Then I got two coming back. I get off of Riverdale Hill. Got two coming back. Two of them I was able to pay, but one of them I got coming back. I was speeding through a construction zone, and he told me, he said, I really could take you to jail for voluntary manslaughter, for attempted manslaughter for speeding through this construction zone. But it was like, I think like a Sunday or something like that. He was like, but I'm ready to get off work, so I'm just going to give you, a ticket. But the amount of that I was over the speed limit, I had to come back and go to court. So I thought I was going to be slick. I'm green. I don't know no better. So I just sent them, I think like $200 with my citation, thinking that was going to work. No, ma'am, no, sir. They sent that money back. No, you have to come to court. So I rode for like 3 years, suspended license. And then me and my baby father, then I got locked up for driving with suspended license because of that. And so me and my baby father hopped in the car, drove all the way, I think it was in Gastonia, drove all the way up there, just drove up there on the humbug. Ended up talking to the district attorney, and they dropped it down to whatever it was. Damn fine ended up being $60. So I got locked up, went to jail, all this other stuff, whenever I could have just took care of it, being responsible. Anyway, so that's it. I done got off the subject. I don't know what I was going to be talking about before then. But anyway, I'm on my way to the Georgia Department of Labor. I was talking about computers and all this other good stuff, and I started talking about my mom. I was, child, let me tell you something. I am all over the place today. Anyway, so I'm over here on my way to the Georgia Department of Labor to see if I can get them to unlock my account so I can go ahead and certify, let them people know what job search I have done, and get this little, what is it? $365 a week, so I can just get this big, my sister told me stop saying stuff as well, this big $365 a week. Now here in Georgia, if you are getting severance, when we worked at AT&T was the bomb, because whenever they laid us off and they were giving us severance for X amount of time, they didn't put in the system that they were giving us severance. So we was able to get our severance and get unemployment. But that was a long time ago. But now, if your company is giving you severance, that's considered income. So you can certify, but they won't start paying you until after your severance has ran out. And after they feel that you spent up your severance. So based on what I was getting in my severance, even though I said, okay, well, this week I didn't get any money from my severance, according to them, they feel like I should have enough money left to cover my bills. And so they're still not going to pay me until they feel like I've depleted my severance, which is, I think, utter BS. So yeah, I'm on my way up there. Then I'm going to take my daughter her packages and also her birthday present, because I told you I forgot it. And then it's gonna be too late. So I got to go shoot over to the house and cut the grass before I go out of town this weekend, go out of town Monday. So I still need to get some edgers, and I need to get my lawnmower serviced to see, because the propel is getting harder for me to push, so I'm not sure what's going on there. So I need to get that serviced. But I am going over to the house to cut the grass between today and Friday. I know some people have said, you need to put on you need to put on a t-shirt, and you need to put on long pants and all this other stuff. Honey, let me tell you, I've been cutting grass since I was 16 years old. My daddy taught me, how to cut grass. He was too sick to do it, so I was doing it. Hot flashes, and hot as it is, y'all lucky I ain't out there in my sports bra and panties. I don't worry about whenever I just take a shower, wash the grass off and keep it moving. I have my grass cutting shoes back there in the back. But yeah, I'm not putting all that on to cut grass, because for me it's too hot, and I'm just not gonna do it. Let me find out where I'm going, and then I will holler back with you guys in a little bit. Love you, bye. Okay, guys, so I am finally back. Been sent up in the Department of Labor. It seems like 2 hours. It may not have been 2 hours, but it seemed like 2 hours. I tell you, technology is something else, because it's just all over the place. It is a good thing, but whenever it doesn't work, it doesn't work. So I gotta wait an hour, 2 hours to see if it cycles through the system and correct whatever the issue was. Let's hope so. So for right now, I'm about to head over to my daughter's shop to drop her stuff off. I have a mammogram scheduled for today at 3:40, and it's just 11:45. So today I'm just gonna be all over Atlanta. When I see all over Atlanta, I'm gonna be all over Atlanta. So I just came from Riverdale, and I'm about to shoot over here to Midtown, mess around for a little bit. I was gonna cut the grass. It's entirely too hot now. Mess around for a little bit, and then have to shoot to South Lake to get the boobies squeezed. And I need to figure out the last little details of what I need to do as far as packing. Now, I'm flying Frontier to Cancun. I think it's like a 2 hours and 40-minute flight. 2 hours. It's between 2 hours and 30, 2 hours and 50. I'm not sure. One of those. But they sent me an email to say that the overhead is going to be super packed, and I can get a free check bag upgrade. Thing is that I said okay, but I really don't want to check my bags, because I don't want to go through the process of having to wait at the turnstile for my bags to come up and stuff. I'd rather just check my bag, carry it with me on, and whenever I get off, just walk straight to my transportation and head to the resort. But it would be nice not to have to carry that bag everywhere I go. So it's a double-edged sword. I'm more than likely gonna go ahead and check it. But the thing is that they're giving me a free check bag to Cancun, but it will be a carry-on, I guess, coming back from Cancun. Unless they send me another message or something. I'm not sure. I'll decide. But either way, I'm still using the same luggage, which is the level 8 luggage, because I do have to do a video for that as well. So I am... How much time I got left in this book? I'm on Love in the Red Zone by Love Bevan. I am 55% of the book complete. It's not doing for me what the last series did, but I'm gonna, I'm powering through. It's not bad. It's just not grabbing me. The characters in this book is just not as... I don't know. They don't grab me. I don't relate to them. That last book, I can relate to them in a lot of ways. I can relate to the young lady and her insecurities and why she was insecure when it comes to relationships and not very trusting. I could relate to her even though she was just thoroughly getting on my goddamn nerves. I mean, thoroughly getting on my nerves. But this book, it's okay. And I think it is a part of a series too. So it is what it is. I'm about to, listen to this book, and then I will check back in with you guys a little later, probably whenever I go get my boobies squeezed. Don't forget to get your boobies checked, ladies. As most of you know, I have like my nipples pierced, and so I'm not antsy about this. I have some cysts in my breast. My breasts are dense, and I have some cysts, but it's nothing for me to worry about. But last week, and I think it was because of these sports bras that I'm always wearing, and they're rubbing up against my nipples. But my nipple had a bump on it. It had right in the center of the nipple, and it was I burst it. It was pus, but I think I'm really thinking it's because my have been, as I gain weight, bust has gotten bigger and it's rubbing up against. But we're gonna find out. That's what we're gonna do. That's one thing we are gonna do, is we're gonna find out. I haven't had any issues with my breast or anything like that, but we're definitely gonna find out what is going on with that situation. It may be, from the nipple rings plus because I have large nipples. Too much information. The nipple rings and I've really, to be quite honest, over the last couple of months, I've really considered maybe taking them out. I love them. I think they're sexy, and I've had them for years. But I have considered taking them out. And I just know that once I take them out, that's going to be it. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Love you. Bye. Kaylani. Girl, I am so mad at you. Hey, y'all. Hey. So, I'm not talking to y'all. I'm addressing my sis, Kaylani. That dress with the back out that you got from DD's. Look, my hair looking a mess. That dress that you got with the back out from DD's. Baby, that dress got me walking out my house at 7:30 at night. Done check to make sure that DD's is gonna be open. They don't close to 9:30. You done got me walking out my house mid-video. I didn't even look at, y'all, I ain't even looked at, I ain't even finished. Look at my head. Hold on, y'all. Oh, child. I haven't even finished looking at the video. Girl. The video is paused. The video paused, y'all. I was looking at the video on my TV. I had my TV, my phone connected to the TV so that I can comment while I'm watching it. Baby, I saw that dress with the back out, and I'm in my car about to bust a move over here to Cascade, the DD's at Cascade, to see if I can find that dress. I've been sleeping on DD's. I go to DD's every now and then. I really been like all into Mad Rags. What's the other one? I'll go to City Trends. Really can't never find any City Trends. Y'all got this belly be bothering me something bad with everything I try on. But baby, that dress, ma'am, and you say it's under $10, baby, that dress got me leaving out my house. It's 7:27 to run over here to DD's. I ain't even finished looking at your darn video. I should have looked at the whole video, because I know it is some more stuff on the video, since you said everything came from DD's, that I probably can find. So baby, twin. Only thing I need is to get the blonde hair back, so whenever I come down there to visit you in Houston, we can just be walking around like the little Bobsy twins. But baby, I'm finna go find that dress, and if they ain't got that dress, I'm gonna see what other DDs are close by. I know it's one on Candler Road, but I don't want to go to Candler Road. I'm gonna go to Cascade. Okay, y'all, I'm gonna finish looking at this at her YouTube video so I can see if there's anything else that I need to pick up while I'm at DD's. I'll be back. And y'all think I was playing. I just got off the phone with Kay, blasting her out, telling her that I done left my TV on pause. Y'all think that I am playing with y'all. Y'all think I'm playing. I am not playing with y'all. Y'all, Kay, I'm gonna have to start watching you, because you are a bad influence. Do y'all see that? Do y'all see that? Y'all thought I was dang playing. I'm finna roll up in DD's. Okay, so let me say this. For my ladies out there who are 50 and over, thinking about starting a channel, not sure if they should start a channel, especially if you are fashionably inclined, this right here should be an awakening for you. Because like I said, and like you can see, I wasn't BSing whenever I said it. I'm literally at home watching Kay's try-on haul for $10 and less at DD's. You don't have to be somebody that's shopping at wherever, Saks Fifth, Nordstrom's. You don't have to be a name brand. Do you know how many women out here like myself who wants to dress and look nice but don't want to spend a lot of money? You see the influence that Kaylani has had on me. Oh, but at DD's, my TV is still, no baby, my TV is still running. Well, it's not running, it's on pause. I've watched the rest of it whenever I get back, because I was going to watch it on my phone, but I called Kate to bless her out. I am literally at DD's within 10 minutes of pausing the video. I'll be back. Y'all pray for me that I find that dress, because that dress is going with me to Cancun. I'll be back. Okay, y'all. So that was a bust. Let me see where the next closest one at. I don't want to go to the one that is... I don't want to go to the one that's in the hood. Because you know they're going to get all the good stuff. Do I want to go to this one? Now they got the one that's in Brookhaven. That's over near my daughter. Do I want to drive all the way over there? Kay, you got me messed up. Kay, you got me messed up. You got me messed up. Hold on, y'all. Let's call Kay. Let's call Kay.
Hello.
You on, look, honey, you on the phone with me and all of our subscribers because I am fussing right now. Because they didn't have what I need. But since DD's doesn't close until 9:30 and it's 7:49 at night, and it ain't like I gotta get up and go to a job in the morning. Guess what? I'm about to travel 14 miles to go to another DD's. I'm going to the DD's in the less ethnic section of town, over by my daughter's, because I want to see what they got over there. 14 miles, Kaylani. 14 miles, because you showed me a dress that I may not even be able to get.
You gotta think positive, Lord. Let this dress be over there after 14 miles. Jesus.
Honey, if the dress not there, then something else is going to just... And the thing is, I saw some cute little 1-2s in there, what you going to do that I could get, but I didn't want to hit my card twice, so I'm like, if I'm going to do it, I want to try and do it all at once. and God is telling me that whenever I go to the less ethnic section of town, that they're going to have a different selection than what is over here by my house. Even though my house is not really the ethnic section, but you know, where I came to, you know how you cross the bridge, as soon as you cross the bridge, it turns to a whole different atmosphere. Yeah. So now I am about to hop in this ATL traffic, because you know it is traffic all the time in Atlanta. I'm about to hop in this ATL traffic and drive 14 miles, 16 minutes away. Arrival time is 8:07. It is 7:51 now. I'm about to hop in this ATL traffic because of you. Because of you and your bad influence on me. I'm so glad that we do not live in the same city. I am so glad that we do not live in the same city, Kaylani. So everybody who is watching this video, please go check my sis out, because she is forever putting up, baby, I'm the oldest, but I be running around behind her. I done got the shades. I done started buying shades and stuff. I'm realizing the shades that she got on in the video I'm telling y'all to watch is the shades that I just bought yesterday. Baby.
Oh, wow.
I just told them, I said they better stop playing to get on YouTube, because the influence that you got on me about this darn $5.99 dress, that I'm gonna spend more than $5.99 in gas just to go find this dress.
Oh, God, I hope you find a handful of stuff, not just one thing, especially after 14 miles. Oh, my God, that done made me tired.
Girl, well, honey, look, you know we hustlers, so 14 miles ain't never what a drop in the bucket was for the right thing. For the right thing, the right price, and the right amount of money. But anyway, girl, I'm finna go ahead and talk to my subscribers and tell them how you got me all over the city, and you'll see it on YouTube. Today is Tuesday. It'll be up by Thursday. And I'm gonna be talking about you like a cat, not a dog, but a cat. I'm gonna be talking about you spending my money. All right, girl.
Right, you gonna find something.
I'm gonna find some. Love you.
Love you too.
Bye.
Bye.
Crazy self. All right, y'all. Let me try and at least listen to this book. I'll holler at y'all later. Take this in here, but I'm at the second DD's. The second one, y'all. Okay, y'all. So, I didn't find the dress that Kay had on. However, I did find, and I said I was staying away from black, and I've been doing really good with not buying black clothes. However, I did. What you gonna do, baby? What you gonna do? This strapless sundress with the flared Little House on the Prairie skirt. I had to get it, and it looks so cute on me. And I gotta figure out, because I don't want to wear black on top of black, so I gotta figure out what kind of sandals I want to wear with it. Maybe some gold sandals with some gold accessories. And then I found this other cute. Okay, y'all. So y'all see, and it's good material. Oh my God, it's good material. It's strapless, and y'all know I'm short. I'm height challenged. So this is how long it is, and it looks so cute on me. I'm not like Kay yet, so I need to learn how to do hauls, but we're gonna work on it. And then this cute little number, isn't it the cutest? Look, y'all, it's got the cute little bows, and it's short. I'm gonna have to wear a girdle. Wear some panties that's gonna, because it fits a little, it's a slightly fitted, and so it shows my apron belly. But we're gonna work on that. And in the meantime, we're gonna just, I got some nice girdle, not really, well, yeah, girdle panties, I guess that's what you would call it. So I got some of those that I can wear with it, but it's a cute little one too. What you gonna do, like whenever I go watch kickball on Friday, throw me some little slides on, and with my stunner shades, and just, okay, girl, that's all I got to say. And then tomorrow I might have to check out the DDs out there by my girl Kia. Maybe me and Kia do lunch or something like that, and I can check out the DDs out there. I'm just trying to get I'm so excited about this solo vacation, and so I'm just in my head like, okay, what am I gonna wear to the airport? Then whenever I get there, have to take a shower take a shower, and then I don't know when I'm gonna go to the pool. I don't know, I might jump in the pool right then, since the pool is like right outside the door. Baby, I'm just excited. I'm just like a little bitty kid on Christmas Eve waiting for Santa Claus. Oh, hey, that's a good topic. Do you still tell your kids that there's a Santa Claus? Well, did you? Because a lot of you guys are in your 50s or whatever, and I know that a lot of the younger generations, they don't believe in telling kids about Santa Claus, but it's like we're taking the innocence away from our children because our arrogance and narcissism says, I spent all this money and I paid all this money and I work all this hard stuff. They need to know who. You're taking away their innocence. Yes, it's a fable. No, it's not true, and all this other good stuff. But can we just get back to letting kids be kids? Tooth Fairy, Santa Claus, Easter Bunny, all that other stuff. Can we are making our kids deal with real world issues way too soon. I can't get on the goddamn expressway. That means I'm gonna have to go hold on, y'all. Let me figure this thing out, because I am now realizing that I can't get on the freeway up here, and I really did not want to go out the street. In Atlanta, they everywhere you go, they are working. Everywhere you go, they are working on the freeway. And it's like, what other routes what other alternative routes do I have? Just we'll go that way, child. We'll just go that way. Anyway, so I just feel like we're taking away our children's innocence, because as parents now, we want them to understand real life. But whenever you're 2 and you're 3 and you're 4 and you're 5, we're taking away their excitement. So they don't have anything to be excited about, and it's just driving me bananas. I'm gonna have that conversation with my daughter, ask her what it is that she's gonna do, because she's 30. She told me I'll be lucky if I get one, but if I do get one, can grandma just watch them stay innocent for as long as they possibly can? That's all I'm saying. That's it. I need to get back on this book, y'all. I think I got how much more I got in this book. I have 5 hours and 17 minutes left in this book. But anyway, I will holler at you guys a little later. I got 2 dresses to add to my collection, and I fare pretty well. $20 for 2 dresses. You can't beat that with a fat cat. I'll holler at you guys later. Yeah. So, just finished cutting the backyard. Started to cut the front yard, but it done got hot, and so I'm gonna come back tomorrow. But let me show you. So y'all asked me about why I don't get somebody else to do it. When I got somebody else to do it, they didn't cut any of this, and I always cut this. All of this done grew up. When I was doing it, whenever I did it, it was none of that. Now I just cut all of that. But let me show you what I haven't cut. So all of this I usually cut. All of this, I cut all of this. This is the growth from the last time I cut it. This whole heel, you usually can see this whole heel because I usually cut this whole heel. I cut all up in there. So with my with my push mower, I cut all of this, y'all. Y'all see this? Y'all see how high this one got? Y'all see how all this thing has grown up? All of this, I usually cut all of this. I had cut all of this down. All of this, all back there, is a fence. all of that. You usually see this part right here that you're looking at. All of this usually looks like the yard over there. So hold on. All of this, I usually cut all of this down. So whenever you are a woman, this is why sometimes you just feel like it's better for you to do it yourself, because I paid someone hundreds, not 100, not 200, 300 to do a good maintenance that I'm supposed to maintain. And that's why I could have bought a brand new lawnmower for what I paid for that backyard. So don't ask me anymore why I don't pay somebody to cut my yard. Okay? Because that was just the backyard that I paid all that money for. They didn't cut the front. That was just the back. So I'm gonna go ahead and break down to get me a riding mower so I can knock it out real quick, and then have and get me a weeder, a weed whacker. I want the one that's got the flat blade so I can get all up in there. And I'm just gonna break down and do what I said I was gonna do, which is buy all my own lawn care stuff. There's a lot of rocks, and whoever lived there before we bought the house, they had a rock garden, so it's a lot of rocks and stuff. So there are certain things that I am gonna have to pay somebody to do to get up all those rocks and all that rusted stuff that my mom got back there in the back. But sometimes it's not even about whether you can afford it or not. It's about getting getting things how you want it and how you expect it. So yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go home, take a shower, and head to DD's. I already called my girl, told her I'm coming out that way. I'm going to DD's. But first, I gotta go home and wash. I will holler at you, beautiful people, later. Okay, y'all. So, I have been debating if I wanted this to be just a totally different video, whether I wanted to even address this video or just let it ride. I said, why not? Reason being is that we are about to, me and the girls are going, we're planning on going on a cruise, just us, we just said we was going to go on a cruise. And then, of course, I've told you guys that I want to do a big cruise for, me, the girls, the subscribers, all of that great stuff. Probably late winter, early spring of next year. Some of you guys have reached out, said that you're travel advisors and all that great stuff. It's just a beautiful thing. Of course, I told you that my girl Coco is she's handling our our cruise for us and everything. So anyway, not sure. And well, if you're cruisers, then a lot of people are cruisers. As you guys know, I told you before, I've never been on a cruise. I've been putting it off and putting it off and kept saying I was going to go. I actually briefly worked for. I had my own contract with this company called Arise and scheduled. Booked Carnival cruises, and they used to be like dirt cheap. I'm like talking 189. I've even seen as low as $149 a night. The cruises was dirt cheap. Especially during the pandemic, they were cheap. After the pandemic, everybody was scared, but now they've started to creep back up in price. And one of my big things is that I really wanted to do a solo cruise, but now that me and my girls are talking about it, but I gotta have I want my own room, and so I know that means that I have to pay for two. Anyhow, so I guess I'm going to assume that you guys have seen all the hoopla about Carnival implementing these new rules. A young lady, I first saw it last week. A young lady got on, I think she was on TikTok, and she was just so upset because she says Carnival is racist and Carnival don't want black people on their cruise and blah, 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 blah. Now, here's my thing. Based on the rules that they have, why would you assume that it's only for black people unless it's some nigga shit that black people are doing? Now, I know that I've had issues on this channel with people saying that I have something against black people. I'm always speaking out against black people. I dog out my own race and all this other stuff. And it's absolutely crazy that those people only comment whenever I say something about, basically what's been going on in my complex. But any other time they don't say anything. That's neither here nor there. You've been hidden anyway. So if you talk on this, baby, nobody gonna see you. Nevertheless, why would you, based on the rules that they have, why would you say that they're singling out black people? I don't understand. So she's mad. She says, because they say that we can't bring our speakers on the cruise and we want to turn up and why can't we play our music? Okay. Everybody don't want to hear your music. I don't want to hear Sexy Red blasting through the speakers. I deal with that enough here whenever they're down at the pool and they're blasting music. What happened to common sense and common respect that just because you like it doesn't mean that everybody has to like it and everybody has to hear it. It's the same thing as whenever we're in the store. I was just in TJ Maxx yesterday and a lady was on the phone. Not only was she on the speaker phone, but she was talking so loud that you could literally hear her. She's over where the perfumes and all the other stuff at. I'm past the lingerie back to where the they sell the chips, peanuts, and spices and all this other stuff. Put it like this, I'm 3 departments away and I can hear her. She was just that loud. Why? What happened? What happened to it? It seems like, what happened to our sense of respect and decorum, not only for others, but for self? So she says that because, she said, why can't we bring our speakers? We should be able to bring our speakers to play our music. Everybody don't want to hear your music. That's just it. Everybody don't want to hear your music. So what about other people? So what happens whenever someone comes and they're blasting their rock music, their acid rock, their country music, and it's overpowering your music? Is it going to be a problem? So it's like, just, I guess I don't get it. And I know that I will never get it. Okay. So then she said, let's just roll into the rules if you haven't already seen them. Carnival Cruise new rules effective June 2025. Teen curfew.
Guests under 18 must follow a 1 a.m. curfew in public areas unless with a 21 plus adult. What's the problem with that? You're 18, you can't drink. What's wrong with them saying that you have to be back in your room at 1 o'clock? What does an 18-year-old have to do on a cruise after 1 o'clock without the guidance of, without their parents? 9 times out of 10, they're being disruptive. What is it that you can possibly do? I don't understand. What is it the pool is closed. You're out. What could you possibly do? So what's the problem with that? Get it. Age policy. Solo cruisers must be 21 plus or sail with someone 25 plus. Teens 18 to 20 must be booked with a guardian. Don't see what the problem was that. Because solo cruisers must be 21. So 18, 19, they're going on the cruises. They're without their parents and they are turning up, tearing stuff up, acting a fool, sneaking, drinking, all this other stuff. So yes, they do need to be supervised. It is what it is. Fan ban. So at first I thought the fan ban was just completely banning the fans. I'm gonna be honest with you. I am tired of them clacking fans. It's starting to grate on my nerves. Call me old, call me this, whatever, but it's getting on my nerves. So I thought it was just completely no fans. That's not what it's saying. Fan ban. Carnival has banned folding clack fans inside nightclubs and indoor dance floors for safety. Battery operated fans are still allowed. What's the problem? Because I just saw a video where people were on a Carnival cruise recently and they were out by the pool playing boots on the ground. They was clacking the fans and all this other stuff. They just said not inside the nightclubs and indoor dance floor. I can understand that because you're in the club and people just clacking fans. It might not even be a boots on the ground song on. Nobody don't want to. You're trying to enjoy yourself. You're in a enclosed atmosphere. It's a lot of people around. It's already tight. It's already hot. And then you that right there. Come on now. Come on. It's like when we get something, we run it into the ground. And whenever I say we, I'm talking about my people. I am. So you can go ahead and exit my video now if you got a problem with that. Pool chair rules. Leave your chair for 40 plus minutes unattended. The crew may clear your items. That's understandable. Everybody paid to enjoy the lounge chairs. Everybody paid to enjoy. So don't be trying to hold stuff. This is about like whenever you're somewhere and they holding seats and all the other stuff. Everybody paid the same thing that you paid, or some even more. So you want to run out there at 8 o'clock in the morning and put all your stuff out so you can hold it for 3 and 4 hours. There are other people that want to enjoy it too. Understandable. Behavior consequences. Destructive guests can be removed with no refund and fined up to $500. That's understandable. So let's talk about this. Have you seen how many fights that have taken place on Carnival cruises? It is ridiculous. And when I'm talking about fights, I'm talking about sometimes 15, 20 people fighting, acting a dang fool, cursing, just stupid. I saw a video a little while ago where I guess it was celebrating somebody's birthday, and it was like 40 or 50 something people in the middle of the hall by the elevator, drunk, laughing, talking loud. This guy did a backflip. Then they start rapping and singing and walking down the hall. People trying to sleep. You're being disruptive. You don't care about nobody else but you. Come on now. Just have some type of business about yourself. And I'm glad to see that I'm not the only one that feels this way. A lot of people have been commenting and also posting videos on social media saying that they're cool with the policy. A lot of people who have the same skin tone as I am. I saw a video, and I think it's the same girl who was upset because She said, you know, Carnival is a turn up cruise. Carnival is a turn up cruise because Carnival is the cheap cruise. You don't see this on Royal Caribbean. You don't see it on MSC. You don't see it on Norwegian. You only see it on Carnival. Hell, you don't even see it on Virgin Voyage. You know why you don't see it on Virgin Voyage? Well, you do see it a little bit, but you know why you don't see it as much? Because Virgin Voyage is not cheap. So the people who are getting upset and pissed off are the ones who, like they said, it's turnip crew. It's the turnip crew. A 18-year-old can afford Carnival. 19, 21-year-old can afford. Everybody can afford Carnival. Well, I'm not gonna say everybody, but mostly anybody can afford Carnival. And so you're going to, I hate to say it, but you're going to attract certain people who have less decorum because it's cheap. Anybody can afford it. MSC is, what did she say? She said MSC was the boring cruise. Norwegian was definitely for the old folks. Royal Caribbean is too bougie. So Carnival is turnip cruise. But she said she was trying to look for somebody else. Who else want her? Girl, go on over to Virgin Voyage. Go to Virgin Voyage and pay 2 and 3 times as much as you want to. Virgin Voyage is supposed to be the fun cruise for the young people, the swingers, with pineapples on the door. It's like a free for all. That's where you need to go to. But me, this is ridiculous. The stuff that I've been seeing on another reason that I choose to go to a resort over a cruise is because it's more spread out. With a cruise, you are confined. So it's more people in a smaller space. And then you have to deal with foolishness like this. So drop your comments below. Let me know your thoughts. Do you feel like Carnival is targeting us because of the new rules? And tell me what your experiences have been like whenever you've been on a cruise. Hell, for all I know, you might be one of the ones that's on there twerking. Oh, yeah, the twerking. The bend over, the jacking your butt up and everybody being able to see everything from the East Coast to the West Coast. Y'all. Whoo, child. I'll holler at y'all later. Love you, bye.